Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Udhirayat. Before reciting the stream of Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality Godhead, Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, unto the Goddess of Fortune, Goddess of Learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva. Nasta prayashu abdeshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. By regularly attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality Godhead, whose praise with transcendental songs is established as an irrevocable fact. So today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, Chapter 3, text number 12. Yama Uvacha Varomad Anyo Jagatas Tatas Tatustas Cha Atam Proktam Protavad Atra Vishvam Yada Shanto Asya Stiti Janma Nasya Nasyat Tadvad Yasha Vishesha Loka Yamo Vacha Romad Anyo Jagata Tatas Tuscha Atam Proktam Tadvad Yatra Vishvam Yara Shanto Asya Stiti Yamam Nasha Nashi Altubad Yasya Vishesha Lokaha. Someone else?
Nasyotavad yasya vase
Mataji's. Word for word, Yamuno Vacha. Yamaraj replied, Vara, superior, Mat, than me, Anya, another, Jagata, of all moving things, Tastu Saha, of non-moving things, Cha, and Otam, crosswise, Proktam, lengthwise, Patavat, like a woven cloth, Yat, in whom, Vishvam, the cosmic manifestation, Yat, of whom, Amshata, from the partial expansions, Asya, of this universe, Stiti, the maintenance, Janma, the creation, Anashaha, the annihilation, Nasi, in the nose, Atovat, like the rope, Yasya, of whom, Vatsay, under the control, Cha, and Lokaha, the whole creation. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Yamaraj said, My dear servants, you have accepted me as the Supreme, but factually I am not. Above me and above all the other demigods, including Indra and Chandra, is the one Supreme Master and Controller, the partial manifestation of His personality are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who are in charge of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this universe. He's like the two threads that form the length and breadth of a woven cloth. The entire world is controlled by Him, just as a bull is controlled by a rope in its nose. Purport. The order carriers of Yamaraj suspected that there was a ruler even above Yamaraj. To eradicate their doubts, Yamaraj immediately replied, Yes, there is one supreme controller above everything. Yamaraj is in charge of some of the moving living entities, namely the human beings, but the animals who also move are not under his control. Only human beings have consciousness of right and wrong, and among them, only those who perform sinful activities come under the control of Yamaraj. Although Yamaraj is a controller, he's only a departmental controller of a few living entities. There are other demigods who control many other departments, but above them all is one supreme controller, Krishna, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. Supreme controller is Krishna. Others who control their own departments in the affairs of the universe are insignificant in comparison to Krishna, the supreme controller. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.7, Mata Parantara Nanyat Kinchit Asti Dhananjaya. My dear Dhananjaya Arjuna, no one is superior to me. Therefore, Yamaraj immediately cleared away the doubts of his assistants, the Yamadutas, by confirming that there is a supreme controller above all others. Sri Madhvacharya explains the word Otam Proktam refers to the cause of all causes. The Supreme Lord is both vertical and horizontal to the cosmic manifestation. This is confirmed by the following verse from the Skanda Purana. Yata Kata Pata Sutra Otam Praktascha Sa Sataha Evam Vishva Idam Vishvam Otam Proktam Cha Samstitam. Like two threads, horizontal and vertical, of which is a quilt is manufactured, Lord Vishnu is situated as the vertical and horizontal cause of this cosmic manifestation. Om Agyantaram Nisha Janajana Slakya Sakshuamitam Dena Tasmei Shri Gurin Maha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Danti Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Parinam Bhavane Vaishnavyo Namo Naha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasudeva Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Translation once again. My dear servants, you have accepted me as the Supreme, but factually I am not. Above me and above all others, demigods, including Indra and Chandra, is the one Supreme Master and Controller. The partial manifestation of his personality are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who are in charge of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this universe. He is like the two threads that form length and breadth of woven cloth. The entire world is controlled by him. This is a bull is controlled by a rope and its nose. So this is the historic story of Ajamil, which happened in bygone ages. It's not explained clearly, but Ajamil was 88 years old. He had 10 children, and he named his last child, 10th child, Narayan. And because he did that, he was very affectionate to his child, and he was always calling his child, Narayan, please come and eat. Narayan, sit down. Narayan, do this, do that. So then death approached Ajamil. He wasn't prepared for death. So, but Rake Krishna Mari Krishna Rake Ke. If Krishna wants you to die, no one can save you. If Krishna wants to save you, no one can kill you. So it's not in our hands how long we live, whether we live or die, or how long we live or die, or when we're going to die. So Ajamil unsuspectedly was at the point of death. And at the point of death, actually Ajamil, the Yamadutas were performing their service, and their service is to punish the sinful living entities, human beings. The Yamadutas, they don't punish the animals, they don't punish the demigods, they don't punish the other living entities in this universe. The demigods only, even if they commit sinful activities, which we'll hear about in this canto about Indra performing different sinful activities, they suffer reaction, but they don't get punished. They don't have to go to Yamaraj. The demigods simply, according to their karma. When their karma runs out, they then come back to the earth planet and take birth again as human being. So only the human beings in the earth planet are judged by the Yamadutas, taken to Yamaraj for judgment. So Ajamil, in his childhood, he was a dutiful Brahmin. He worshipped Narayan. He followed all the rules and regulations of the Brahminical culture. But at one point, he saw a Sudra and a Sudrani, a man and a woman embracing, and he became attracted to that Sudrani, that prostitute, and he married her and gave up all his Brahminical activities, even to the point of neglecting his parents, rejected his wife. He became a very bad person. Not only did he reject his wife, reject his Brahminical qualities, reject everything, he didn't just become an ordinary person, but he became a very bad person. So he would rob and steal and do anything he could to get money to support his family, to support the prostitute. So then, at the time of death, the Yamadutas came and were taking with ropes when the soul leaves the body, gets a temporary subtle body, and the Yamadutas take that subtle body to Yamaraj for punishment. So at that time, he helplessly called out to his son, whose name was Narayan. So, because he did that, he called Narayan. He was remembering his son. Well, we read earlier in the purports that he actually remembered Narayan from his childhood activities. And this is also confirmed in Chaitanya Bhagavat, that he was actually called Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then the Vishnu Dutas came and they stopped the Yamadutas. They said, no, this man is no longer subject to punishment. He's sinless now that he's chanted the name of Narayan. Of course, his chanting was Namabhas, it wasn't pure Shuranam, but he didn't chant out of any motivation. He just chanted out of he just chanted calling the name of Narayan in a helpless condition. So the Vishnu Dutas stopped the Yamadutas. The Yamadutas were surprised because this never happened before to them. There must be many Yamadutas, many Yamarajas, many universes. But these three Yamadutas, who represent body, mind, and words, were checked from taking Ajamil. So then there was a conversation between the Vishnu Dutas and the Yamadutas. And the Vishnu Dutas asked the Yamadutas to describe Vedic principles, which the Yamadutas did. And Ajamil, he didn't actually leave it. He was in a coma at that time. And he heard the conversation between the Yamadutas and Vishnu Dutas. And then he went back into the same body, renounced his family, went to Hardwar, performed devotional service, and went back to Godhead. So then the Yamadutas, they were confused. This is actually a very funny story, humorous story. So they went to Yamaraj and they said, well, we thought you were the only controller, but now someone else is judging people. if more than one person judges people, and some people will say, well, if someone's guilty, and someone else will say the same person's innocent, and no one will get judged. And they said to Yamaraj that you should punish these Vishnudutas because they obstructed us from doing our duty. They were convinced that Ajamil was the candidate to be taken to Yamaraj for punishment. So Yamaraj is now replying to all the questions and the doubts that the Yamadutas had about Ajamil. So Yamaraj says, what is this nonsense you're speaking? Saying that I'm the all-in-all Supreme Controller. So Yamaraj explained that I'm not the Supreme. Here, this purport, Prabhupada says that Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Adi Adi Govindam Sarvakar Karna Karnam. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. So now we're reading the Bhagavad Gita for the 11th time or 12th time, and in the purport to the first verse, Prabhupada says that in the Bhagavad Gita, all information that's given in all the other scriptures in the world is contained in the Bhagavad Gita, plus more. So we wonder why the people in this world feel that the Bhagavad Gita is a threat to their a threat to the people. We know in Russia, a few years ago, they tried to ban the Bhagavad Gita. But why? What was the reason for that? We don't. Because the demons, they can't accept that their religion, their way of thinking, their religion, that it could be something else, which is more instructive or more precise, and the so-called religions of this day, they can't accept that God is a person. Shri Gauranitai Krishna Maharaj Sham Ki Jai. So from the very beginning, Prabhupada translated in purport Bhagavad Gita as it is. One lady came to Prabhupada in the 60s and on 2nd Avenue and asked if Srila Prabhupada could recommend a copy of Bhagavad Gita that she could read. And Prabhupada said that it wasn't possible, because even though if you go to any bookstore, you'll see there are at least 20 or 30 different translations of Bhagavad Gita. But the person who translated the Bhagavad Gita was materially motivated and gave his own opinion. Therefore, they don't give the exact understanding, exact meaning of Bhagavad Gita. So you may read another version of Bhagavad Gita and not understand anything. Just like Brahmananda, he was reading a Bhagavad Gita, so Prabhupada asked him to read the part of the Bhagavad Gita to him. And he did that, and then Prabhupada asked Brahmananda, please explain what you just read. Brahmananda said, no, I can't explain it. So he didn't understand it. So the other editions of Bhagavad Gita, they don't explain that Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead, although Krishna says so in the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna speaking Bhagavad Gita means the song of God. We have the There's the material world, which is called Devi Dham. Then there's the abode of Lord Shiva, Mahesh Dham. Then there's the Vaikuntha world, Haridham. And then there's Golok Vrindavan, which is the highest abode, where Krishna lives and enjoys his pastimes. So everything is coming from Krishna. Krishna means the one Supreme Personality Godhead, no one is equal to or greater than, the all-attractive one, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Krishna possesses 6 opulences in full, which no one else has. All wealth, all beauty, all strength, all knowledge, all renunciation. So, if someone may say they're God or claim to be God, they have to have all 6 opulences in full. This is only possible for the Godhead. And we know from nectar devotion, the living entity in the material world, the Jiva soul, has 50 qualities. And the demigods have 55 qualities that the Jiva don't have. And the Vishnu forms of Krishna have 5 more qualities, which makes 60 qualities. But Krishna has 4 qualities that no one else has. He has a beautiful form, he plays on his flute, he has pastimes, he has wonderful devotees, and he has a beautiful bodily form. So this is what the devotees in this movement understand, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that God is a person. He tried to tell that to other religious leaders, and they are not open-minded, and they're reluctant. They don't want to hear this, that God is a person. They say that they think when you say someone's a person, he must have a material body like you and me. But they don't even want to hear about it. They don't even want to discuss it. They flatly refuse to even discuss it for the most part. And the material scientists, they say that life is just a combination of chemicals. So we challenge them. We say, we'll give you all the chemicals. You produce life. But they say, well, we can't do it now, but in the future, we may be able to do it in the future. They're making some experiments to try to produce life from chemicals. But chemicals are, if someone dies and we give the scientists all the chemicals, they can't make a dead body come back to life. So life does not come from chemicals. The soul, we're all Jiver Swarupa Nitya Krishna Das, eternal servants of Krishna. We're spirit soul. That is our true identity as the eternal servants of Krishna. And is the process of Bhakti Yoga. We're trying to realize that we're not this body, Aham Brahmasmi. Even when Lord Chaitanya, first Krishna appears 5,000 years ago, he says that he Prichaya Sadhanam Vinishayata Duskritam, that he appears in every millennium, which is one day of Brahma. This Krishna, two-handed form Krishna, with a blackish complexion, appears in the Dwapara Yuga, and he performs his pastimes and to prove that he was the Supreme Personality Godhead. First Krishna took birth in Vrindavan. He was when Vasudeva and Devaki gave birth to a child. It was Narayan, an expansion of Krishna. So Krishna never takes one step out of Vrindavan. So this is a mystery, but so how was he born in Mathura? So Krishna was simultaneously, Mother Yasoda gave birth to a baby girl, and Mother Devaki gave birth to a child at the same time. So the Vasudeva took the baby girl because he knew that Kamsa would try to kill the child, because Kamsa heard a prophecy at the wedding ceremony when the Vasudeva and Devaki were on their way to their house after the wedding ceremony. A voice from the sky announced to Kamsa that the 8th child will be the cause of your death. So Kamsa was killed all of Devaki's children because he thought they were going to kill him. So Vasudeva took this baby girl to Mother Yasoda and took the baby girl with him back to Mathura. But Krishna had taken birth simultaneously as at the same time, and the real Nandananda Krishna replaced the child that Mother Yasoda had given birth to. And it says she had fallen asleep and could not remember whether she gave birth to a boy or a girl. So this Krishna never takes one step out of Vrindavan, and from childhood he had his Vrindavan pastimes and killed so many demons. Even when he was only a few months, before he could even see properly, the first demon was Putana. She smeared her breast with deadly poison with the idea that she was going to kill Krishna. But Krishna sucked her breast and sucked her life air at the same time and killed this vicious demon. And this went on. Kamsa kept sending demons to kill Krishna, and Krishna killed them all. So only the Supreme Personality of Godhead could do these activities. So Krishna simultaneously, he is in Vaikuntha, he's in Golok Vrindavan. In Golok Vrindavan, he's having his Nitya Lila pastimes, his eternal pastimes. But in the material world, in Gokul, he's also having his pastimes. And when Gop Kumar went, in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, came to Gokul, he didn't see it. First he went to Golok and then he came back to Gokul. He didn't see any difference. This Vrindavan Gokul is a direct replica of Golok Vrindavan. But you have to have the eyes to actually see it. Premanjana Trita Bhakti Vilochanena. You have to have the eyes tinged with the salve of love. In other words, if one is not free from material contamination, if one is still infested with anarthas in the heart, then you will not be able to see this Gokul, the pastimes of Krishna, which are currently going on here right now, but they're not manifest to the conditioned souls. So those are materially contaminated. So anyway, by reading the books that Srila Prabhupada gave us, Krishna books, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, we get a clear understanding that Krishna is true, Bhagavan Sayam, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead. No one's equal to or greater than him. So this fact is the fact that Yamaraj, who's the Mahajan, wanted to impress upon his servants that he was the controller, but he was not the supreme controller. And he can punish the sinful, but he can only punish only human beings, because only human beings know the difference between right and wrong. Animals are not accountable. If a monkey steals your glasses, he's not accountable. He doesn't have to go to jail. Or if they steal, whatever they steal, they're just doing it because that's the nature of monkeys, to steal things. So animals can't be trained and can't understand right from wrong. But only a human being can understand, and due to our free will, we've come in this material world because we have free will. We've chosen to come here. Somehow or other, we had the choice whether we could serve Krishna, be a loving servant of Krishna, or whether we can come in the material world and try to be Krishna. So somehow or other we chose to come into the material world and try to be enjoyers. So that's why, and all living entities are bound in the material world, and due to their karma, they're going Buddha, Paliyate. They're going to sometimes they're demigods, sometimes human beings, sometimes they're insects, sometimes they're animals. The soul is repeatedly going through different changes, different bodies. But the only way to get free from this cycle of repeated birth and death is to take to the process of Krishna consciousness. Is the only way one can get free from this cycle of birth and death. The material world, it is Dukayalam Ashasvatam, a place where misery and suffering take place, repeated birth and death. There's no real pleasure in this material world. But in society today, everyone, 99.9% of the population, they're trying to enjoy sense gratification, thinking that sense gratification is the ultimate goal of life. And therefore, they're not aware of the fact that there's something else, that they can actually get free from this cycle of birth and death and go back home, back to Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada in 1966 came to America in 1965. In 1966, he knew that you had to register the society, incorporate the society to be recognized as a legal organization. So the lawyer said, we'll call it the International Society for God Consciousness. But Prabhupada rejected that idea, said, no, I want to call International Society for Krishna Consciousness, because God consciousness has a vague conception. But he wanted the clear conception. He wanted everyone to know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is not Hindu. The people think we're Hindus. But we're not Hindus. We're not trying to convert people from one religion to another religion. Javer Surapoi Nitya Krishna Das. We're all the eternal servants of Krishna. There's the identity of every soul in this world. So Prabhupada said, whatever religion you're in, if you're learning how to love God, that is true religion. So now Krishna came 5,000 years ago, then Lord Chaitanya came. Namo Mahavanadaya Krishna Premitayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namo Gurudev Senaha. So Lord Chaitanya came as the most munificent incarnation. Because Krishna demanded surrender, where Lord Chaitanya didn't make any demands. He simply came to deliver everyone. Where Krishna killed demons, Lord Chaitanya came to inaugurate the Sankirtan movement, the chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe Krishna Naya. So Lord Chaitanya is the Yuga avatar. So when he was coming to Jagannath Puri, Lord Nityananda broke his danda. He had taken sannyas. But Lord Nityananda didn't like the fact that Lord Chaitanya was carrying a danda, which was represented an ashram. He thought it wasn't necessary. So he broke his danda. So Lord Chaitanya wasn't pleased with that. So he said to the devotees, you can either go first or I'll go first. So they told Lord Chaitanya, you go first. So Lord Chaitanya came to Puri by himself. He went in front of Lord Jagannath, and in ecstasy he fell unconscious. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was there at that time to witness this. But the Chokidar, they thought this was some kind of madman. They wanted to beat him. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya stopped them, took him to his house. And Lord Chaitanya wasn't showing any symptoms of life. But then the Bhattacharya took a cotton swab and held it up to his nose and could understand, and it saw that it moved slightly. So then he could understand that this person was in Mahabhav, the highest form of ecstasy. So this is the, but still Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was the reservoir of all bad logic. He was a Mayavadi. He didn't believe in Mayavadi think that everything is Maya, that the whole idea is to merge. So his brother-in-law said no, he proved it from the scripture. He told the Bhattacharya, you're a learned man, but you should consider that the Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, they substantiate that Krishna comes in the Kali Yuga as the Chana avatar, hidden avatar, because he came as Bhakti avatar in the role of devotee, but his complexion is golden, not black. So Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, is gold on the outside, but black on the inside. So Lord Chaitanya is the Yuga avatar, and he came to preach, to give everyone the chanting, the whole process of chanting the holy name of Krishna, so we can become purified and go back home, back to Godhead. So this verse also gives two analogies. It says he's like two threads that form the length and breadth of a woven cloth. So Krishna is the maintainer. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Vishnu maintain the three modes of material nature, that are the guna avatars. Brahma is the mode of passion, Shiva is the mode of ignorance, and Vishnu is the mode of goodness. So Vishnu is the maintainer, Brahma is the creator, the secondary creator, and Shiva is the in charge of destruction. And it says also that the world is controlled by the Lord, just as a bull is controlled by a rope in its nose. So these two analogies mean once you put the rope in the nose of a bull, then it can easily be controlled. So the driver, he pulls the rope in this way, that way, to control the bull. So Krishna is not the maintainer, but he's also the controller of everything. He's the supreme controller. And no one else can claim that they're the controller. Some people may say, the last Naramaya is the one someone thinks that I become God. But we say we're the kicking God. We kick you in the head. This is the nonsense. Think that someone could become God or like God. So Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna to prove that he was God. So if someone says, I'm God, and you say, well, let us see your universal form. But they say, well, I can show it to you, but not right now. Anyway, we don't accept that. Anyone can become God. God is God, and we're all part and parcel of God. So this, Yamaraj will go on to explain more to his servants about the Supreme Controller and eradicate all their doubts, and eradicate all the doubts that anyone might have if they read this sixth canto, these stories about Ajamil, that the chanting the holy name, Naman Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, that Krishna and Krishna's name are non-different. So therefore, when we're chanting every day, we should chant attentively and hear the holy name 16 rounds, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And because Krishna is not different in his name, form, quality, pastimes, it's all in the absolute platform, it's all transcendental. It can be continued daily without getting tired, without becoming bored. If we try to chant anyone's name in the material world, we can't do it on a regular basis, the same name. You can become tired, bored. But Krishna's name is ever sweet, and therefore we should try to, with great care and attention, chant 16 rounds every day, and try to come to the level of Shuddhanam, and therefore attain Bhava Bhakti and then Prema Bhakti. So there's much more to be said about this verse, but time is up. So I have to stop now, have some service. Hare Krishna. I can't ask for questions, no time. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.